What's poppin', good partners? Day 3, recording my first 30 days of entrepreneurship. Just sharing my experience, what my routines are like as I develop my routines. So we like live tweaking my routines as I record this. Right now I'm on the Peloton. This is my first time on the Peloton. So I'm not a big fan of cycling. I'm more of a runner. I like to do a lot of calisthenics, total body workouts, HIIT training and stuff like that. I'm just not a fan of, I don't know if it's the confinement of the bike. Sometimes it's pretty uncomfortable. That could be my fault because I don't really understand how to, set up and ride on the bike. But things do feel better when you click things. You got more control over riding. But as far as like keeping my shoulders back straight, having the right seat height, things like that, I don't feel like all that. You know what I'm saying? I just like running. When I hit the pavement, I'm good to go. I got apps that help me with my running and my body posture, my pose, my form when I'm running. So I like that a lot more. Plus, I can get outside and just I can feel the universe, but I can feel the ground beneath my feet, like literally. But that feels better than me being on a bike. It's just like one more thing in between. But all that being said, I decided to use the Peloton because we have one. And then also, I need to do more types of cross training. I figured since now I'm a full-time entrepreneur, I got time to do different types of workouts, and I'm working on, different type of body development. So I'm trying to gain muscle right now, and so my diet is a big part of this new venture into entrepreneurship, right? Because I gotta keep my body and my mind right. So, you take on that new challenge. I don't like the feel of it, but I know the benefits of spin and cycling are cool. Just a sidebar about spin. Another reason why I don't like spin or cycling, the bike is uncomfortable. Spin class, 1, I don't feel like I'm really getting the workout. 2, it's not as engaging. I'm just using my legs for the most part, unless you got like one of those classes where you're doing like the arms and all that type of stuff. But for the most part, I'm only using my legs. 3, spin instructors are not my taste. Like they annoy the hell out of me sometimes. But anyway, I'm here because as an entrepreneur, you do the things you gotta do in order to win. And I think that cycling is really gonna take me, add something to my game and help me perform better physically and mentally, because I'm continuously about to do something that I don't really want to do, but I know it's going to help me. So I'll probably do spin like 2 to 3 times a week. All right, and let's talk about what I really want to talk about today as far as entrepreneurship, and that's sharpening the blade. So I forgot who the quote was. I believe it has something to do with Abraham Lincoln. I don't know, because I watch so many different things and so many different resources, but it said if you ask me to go chop down a tree, I'm going to spend the first 2 hours sharpening my axe, right? And that matters a lot. Sometimes we just jump into tasks, responsibility, endeavors, projects, or whatever, and we don't sharpen our blade, right? We don't sharpen our axe. We don't prep the tools that we're going to use in order to achieve our goal. And so I just been learning more and more how important that is. And so this morning I woke up on day 3, and I wouldn't say I felt like disheveled, but I don't have my whole month laid out like I thought I would. But that's because I had so many things to do to square away this transition before I woke up on Monday. So I'm spending this first week really getting things together. It just so happens this first week is my first week bringing back the juice cleansers and things like that. So I got some extra tasks that's ahead of me. I'm doing a big project with Johns Hopkins where I got to produce, a certain amount of juice samples and stuff like that. So all those things kind of came up, and I was like, you know what? I'm waking up today on day 3, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to sharpen the blade. And that means refining and setting up my schedule, right? So now I'm setting up my month of May. What is my life going to look like every day as an entrepreneur? Because I believe big time in structure, right? You need that. Now, it don't mean you don't leave room for God to do his thing, for the universe to come in with whatever it needs to come in with, but you gotta set up your routine. You know what I'm saying? Being an entrepreneur, you're always working to buy back your time, right? Or free up your time. So you gotta use your time wisely. You gotta maximize your time, and you gotta, one thing I learned from Tim Grover was, it was like, don't manage your time, manage your focus. So if I set up the right time blocks to focus, then I just need to focus during those times. And so that's what sharpening the blade is like, for me. Right now, sharpening my own blade is preparing my tool of my calendar. My calendar is a tool, and I need to sharpen that. And sharpening that means setting up my actual daily routines. Now I'm gonna have like some things I do daily, and then it's gonna be things I'm trying to do weekly, and then monthly. Different things you check in on, and then eventually these are things I can probably turn over to a virtual assistant when I get to that level, and then I'm leaving room for things to change, or to just make adjustments and call audible, because you gotta do that all the time as an entrepreneur. So like one of the things is instantly I jump to what the routine going to be all month, every day, Monday through Friday, and then my routine for Saturdays and Sundays. But for these next 2 weeks, it's a kind of, it's a lot of change in variables because school is closing. So the schedule and timing is changing. So I have to add in days where I got to do things that's going to throw me off of the routine I would like to have. And I was like, then I got to let that go. I can't keep thinking about, my routine to be like this. Got to leave the space to take care of what I got to take care of. Like tomorrow, I got to change the schedule for the team. And then I'm going to have to go to work early in order for me to leave. In order for me to leave early and get on top of and ahead of the game when it comes to like making those juices I was just talking about. So, I'm really, really grateful that I got the time to think about these types of things, and that I've learned all the things I've learned so far as it comes to sharpening my blade, right? Prepping my calendar. Your calendar is your tool. Money is a tool. Resources, human resources, you need to use all your resources to your advantage. And always think about how you can be a better service, right? I'm better for everybody else if I got my time laid out better. All right, I can focus on this. I can focus on this project. I can do these juices. I can do these samples. You know what I'm saying? I can make things to give away. I can do some designs for somebody. I can set up a better schedule and calendar for the juice crew, right? For my employees. Get them the resources they need. Oh, we need a new blender. We need this, that, and the third. We need to add this to the POS. I can do those types of things when I got my time laid out better. So today, I woke up, meditated, and then I started sharpening my blade. Jumped straight on my calendar. I wrote it down last night. That was my top priority for the day. Just start working on my calendar. So I start working on May. I got most of it set up because I know the next 2 weeks after the 14th is going to change. So I set up some daily routines for all of May, Monday through Friday. 2 things for Saturday and Sunday. Then after next week, I'll make some additions to my May calendar when I'm gonna have crazy blocks of time to work. And I really, really want to take advantage of that so we can come out the gate crazy in June when the cafe reopens. Also, and just creating a lot of content around whatever needs to be promoted, whatever connections I need to make, just making content to share and add value to all of the good partners out there. Got some special projects coming up for another business venture, so I'm excited to get to that, and I won't be able to get to that if I don't block out time properly, manage my focus, set up my calendar properly. So took some time to sharpen my blade. I hope somebody can take that with them, setting up your calendar, thinking of it as a tool. It's your axe. That's how you're going to chop away at your day. That's how you're going to chop away at your goals, right? So your calendar is like an axe that you use to chop down the tree of goals, I guess. I hope that analogy worked. It sounded cool as I'm coming up with it right now. So, Peloton joint is rolling. Feeling pretty good. It's not the worst thing ever. I can already tell I got to loosen my shoulders though. I gotta keep my shoulders down and my back straight. I'm gonna focus a bit more on this ride. Day 3 is out. Thanks for tapping in. Check out some other episodes. You can go back to see where I was 2 years ago, or 2.5, 3 years, 2019, when I was building out Good Part and Company with some other episodes. So, I'm out. Sharpen your blade. Attack your day, and have a good one. I'm out.